Hi, welcome to YCIS TKO. My name's Anna, I'm the English Campus Coordinator, and I'd love to show you around. Come have a look around the ITLP Classroom. In a normal day, the children are free to choose what activities they'd like to engage in. They can move around the areas as they desire, with different activities set up in different places. There'll be a mixture of sensory play, gross motor play, quiet play, reading. It really depends on the children's interest on that day. They are free to choose as they wish. Another key part of our ITLP program is what we call the caregiver connection. As caregivers accompany the children during the whole session, it's really important for teachers to develop a great relationship with them, as well as with your child. We engage in a lot of learning with the caregiver. Discussions, making thinking visible, things like this, just to make sure caregivers also are fully aware of what our program is and what it entails. From here on, this space is for 2s, 3s and 4s. So let's have a look what a day might look like for your child. This is a collaborative space where teachers and their classes can come to engage in sensory play, to have some quiet time, whatever they like really, based on the needs of your child. This is a 2-year-old's classroom in our campus. Have a look around. When your child arrives at school, they'll be greeted by their teachers. They will drop off their cups, their communication book, and put their school bag into their cubby. Then they are free to choose whatever activity they'd like to play with. In our school, the environment is really important. We're big on sustainability and recycling, reduce, reuse, recycle. We are very blessed to have a lot of new furniture which came in very large boxes, as you can see here. The teachers integrated these into their classrooms, asking the children what would you like to do with them. And as you can see, the children have decorated this so beautifully and created another room inside their classroom, which they can use for role play or whatever they like. Here we have another collaborative space where your child can come to play. We have soft play equipment that the children can use for their gross development. For example, this is a variety of different shapes that they can move around, developing new structures and challenging themselves physically. Here we have a 3-year-old classroom, and as you can see, there's a lot going on in here. Upstairs we have a loft which the teachers use for quiet time. There's a reading corner, a writing table, and the children can go up and down as they wish. Underneath we have a role play area, arts and crafts, sensory play, and also a whole variety of toys so the children could just help themselves too and use as they like. At YCIS we follow an emergent curriculum. Our teachers really need to be observant about the children's interests, their needs, and then develop and plan accordingly. As you can see, the teachers here have this massive window which they're using for their planning. Our planning process follows observation, reflection, and response. By really considering what they're observing, the teachers can plan activities that are in tune with the children's interests and their individual unique needs. Each classroom looks different because the curriculum is based on the interests of the children. We don't change the theme month by month, we change it as the children want it changed. They could be interested in cars for 2 weeks. They could be interested in the theme of cars for 3 months. It is completely dependent on their interests. At YCIS in the ECE, all of our classrooms are bilingual, with English and Cantonese speaking teachers. For the 3s and 4s classes, we also have a Putonghua teacher. In the emergent curriculum, the child's voice is really important, and one way we can document this is by making thinking visible activities, where the teachers write down what the children say and help the children to make sense of their thoughts. Twice a day, the children will come to the shared playground where they can engage in physical play. They can run, they can play, they can do whatever they like in this space. Sometimes they come just as their class, sometimes they will come with their age group, and sometimes we will have open campus where all the children can move freely and interact with each other. There are lots of opportunities in here for physical development. We have a ball pit, we have large blocks that the children can maneuver. We have a space to run, to jump, we have a climbing wall. There's so many different things available. Children don't always want to run and be noisy at these times. We also have areas where they can be quiet, they can sit, they can engage in small world play as well. For example, we have a tree house where the children can go, take some toys, some books, and have a chat. This space is surrounded by windows, letting in loads of natural light and giving a great view of the river. Downstairs, the classrooms are surrounded by windows. We can see out, but there's a special mirror that means nobody can see in. When your child arrives at school each day, there'll be different activities set up in different areas. There could be something set up in the construction corner, something on the art table, writing for example, and your child can choose what they'd like to do. These activities have been set up based on their interests, so there tends to be something for everyone. Again, down here you can see how important documentation is and how much the children's work is respected. There's a wealth of the children's work displayed around all the classrooms. During the year, the children will go on outings, which are also linked to their interests. One outing they've been on this year for the 4-year-olds is to the Road Safety Village. And the interest that emerged probably wasn't as expected. When the children went to the Road Safety Village and were cycling around, learning about road safety, how to use traffic lights and navigate pedestrian crossings, they spotted a snail on the ground, and this sparked a massive interest. And they ended up bringing the snail back to the classroom, taking care of it, naming it. We're finished with the tour. Let me walk you back to the entrance. Thank you so much for coming to the TKO School Tour. If you have any questions, contact the admissions team directly. We look forward to welcoming you and your child to YCIS.